I saw the king's shadow move when he was standing still. It wasn't a trick of the firelight. It wasn't my eyes playing games. The shadow had its own shape, long and thin, stretching where it shouldn't. It bent toward me, like it knew I saw it, like it wanted me to know. I was 12 when I worked in the palace. My uncle was the king's cook, and he got me a job carrying water and sweeping floors. The king, Oba Yinka, was not like other kings. People feared him, but not in the way you fear a strong man. It was a different fear, the kind that makes your stomach twist when you hear his name at night. People disappeared in his palace. Servants, visitors, even some of his own guards. No one asked questions. You don't ask about the king's business unless you want to disappear too. One night, I was bringing water to the throne room. The king was alone, standing near the fire. His back was to me, but the firelight stretched his shadow across the floor. That's when I saw it. His body was still, but his shadow moved. It swayed, thin and long, like a starving man. I froze. The shadow turned toward me. Not the king, just the shadow. I dropped the water. The noise made the king turn. His eyes were sharp, like he could see inside my head. He smiled. "You saw something, didn't you?" he asked. I shook my head too fast. "No, my king." He watched me. Then he laughed. "Good boy. Clean that up." I bent down, my hands shaking. When I looked at the floor, I saw something worse. The shadow was still looking at me. I never slept after that. Every night I heard whispers in the dark halls. I saw shapes that didn't belong, and I knew Oba Yinka's power wasn't just fear. It was something else, something old, something hungry. A week later, my uncle woke me in the night. "We are leaving," he whispered. He didn't explain. We just ran. 2 days later, the palace burned. People said the king went mad, that he started screaming about something pulling him into the dark. They found his body near the fire pit. His face was frozen in terror, but the strangest thing, there was no shadow. To enjoy many more stories like this, subscribe to our channel Perfect News 247. Like and comment on our videos across all platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks.